Good morning, nieces and nephews. SPY still hasn't recaptured the 5 daily moving average on the daily chart, at least not officially. But it is trying to gap up right now. The 5 daily moving average as of last Friday could change today. Was around 580.6s. SPY is around 582.5 in the pre-market. But before we get to today's action, we got to recap last Friday. It was an amazing trading day. Look at all that volatility. Guys, that is volatility. There is money to be made every single day. Well, not every single day, just when there is volatility. It's tough to make some money when the market is in a very, very tight range. But more often than not, the market does give us a bunch of level to level moves intraday. Let me explain to you guys what I mean, okay? I wrote on my Discord, okay? This was on Friday, 9:29 a.m. just before the market opened. We was watching for the first setup of the day, and I wrote 582 must clear to recapture the 5 DMA to put 583.2 and 584.5 in play. If it rejects, 579.5 must fail to put 578 and 576.5 in play. So we were just watching out for the first setup, either to the upside or to the downside. But once we got the first setup, which was right here, okay, that orange line represents my 582 level. Okay, that was one of the levels I mentioned in the Discord. And once we cleared it, I mentioned to the Discord, 582 cleared, put in 583.5 and 584.5 in play. And boy, oh boy, once we cleared 582, we smashed 584.5. Okay? This is what I mean by level to level. You play based on the setup, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. Doesn't matter. Our goal is to get a green P&L. So the price action gave us a bullish setup, cleared resistance, smashed the next target, and once it hits the target or close to the target, you want to take profit and leave a runner. Runners, you don't have to, but you leave a runner, but you want to take majority profits off that position. Okay, if you got 10 contracts, you want to sell like 7 to 8 contracts and leave a small runner. Okay, because this is why once it hit the target, it's important we play level to level, because what happened after that? Boom, we had a false breakout setup off my 583.2 level. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, 4 cents shy of my 584.5 target. It actually did hit my target, but rejected and broke down 583.2. As long as below 582 and 579.5 are in play, we're just following the price action, guys. And once we broke down 583.5, we hit 582, lingered around there, bounced a little bit, but it failed to recapture any lost levels. Broke down 582, hit 579.5, hit 578, and then that was all she wrote for the day. Playing it level to level, no crystal ball, no need to predict the future, just our ability to react skillfully to the price action. And now here we are, gapped up here. Overall, the levels are the same. I have a 583.2 level, 584.5 level. Okay, you guys see the rejection. There's definitely selling pressure from 584.5. Gotta clear those levels. Now this purple line here represents the 5 daily moving average. All my levels are based on the daily chart. I'm just looking at the 15 chart, the chart for some reason. But overall, you gotta get above those levels. 583.5, that will put 586 in play. Okay, that was the previous pivot all-time high back on October 17th. It's also our next fib level, 1.382 fib level. So we can clear those levels. 584 and 586, it would be very bullish. We had a couple of bounces off the 20 daily moving average, okay? In a bull market or in a bull trend, bounces and dip buyers stepping up at the 20 daily moving average is still overall bullish. Right now we're getting a gap up. Will there be follow through? Clearing 584 and 586 will be followed through and send us to new all-time highs. You guys see how I do it on the 15 to 30-minute chart. When it gets too choppy, I'll move up to the 30-minute chart, but no lower than the 15-minute chart to confirm. Keyword is to confirm breakouts and breakdowns. Okay, you don't have to use the 15 to enter, but I recommend using it or higher to confirm breakouts or breakdowns intraday. I hope that makes sense. All right, and if we are going to drop, we got to get back below 582. We got to get back below 579.5. And we definitely got to break down 578. The bull stepped up at 578. Guys, remember, Bounce off the 20, bouncing off the 578 level. Those levels must break down to get bearish. Right now, it's kind of looking bullish, but it's not going to be fully bullish. It's not going to be followed through unless 584 and that fib level at 586 clears to keep the trend going. Triple Q here, it tried to break out that little down trend line that I had here, the down trend line, but it couldn't do it intraday at least. It smashed the big 500 level and we got selling pressure there. The market's gapping up around 499-ish right now. We need to see how the market today or this week reacts to that 500 level again, because on Friday, the bears was like, heck no, you are not getting past 500. If we get there today and we test it, the market lingers around there, we don't get the strong selling pressure, that tells us, hey, there's not as much sell orders there. And once the sell orders are all absorbed, because that's what the market does, it likes to absorb orders. When it's getting ready to break out, it'll go hit the resistant level, hit it, and then linger a little bit, consolidate a little bit, hit it, consolidate a little bit. It's trying to absorb the orders. But once the orders are all absorbed, okay, once the liquidity are all absorbed, the market makers will then have enough energy to push past through it, and there won't be nothing to stop the breakout of 500 because the orders are all absorbed. So right now is clearly a good amount of orders, sell orders at around the 500 level. Watch behavior there, because if we clear it, if we can clear 500, we're going to new all-time highs, 502, 503.4 or higher. All right. I will trust another rejection for 500 when support breaks down. 498.5, 497, 495, and 493.5 will all be in play. There is a gap all the way down to 492 as well. All possibility if we can reject from 500 again and break down those support levels that I mentioned, 498.5, 497, and so on. But if we clear 500 or we hold support and linger around 500, it's possibly we're getting ready to break out. Okay, look to react, guys. NVDA, I have it on a 15-minute chart. Let me get to the daily chart here. It's trying to close up higher. Once again, hitting the 144 level and getting some selling pressure. So we know we see it with our clear eyes. We know where all the sell orders are coming, around 144. Okay, that's a tough resistant level. If NVDA wants new all-time highs, 144 must clear. You know, I'm going to go with a $2 increment, guys, because we're going to uncharted territory. Uncharted territory. So above 144, I'm going to go 146, 148, and 150. I'm going to play it safe. If the market gives me new levels and new zones to watch, then I will watch it. I will, take it down, and I'll let you guys know. All right, I'll document it and let you guys know. Otherwise, 144 is the resistant level to clear to get to those uncharted territories. If we break down 142.5 and 141, okay, 141 is very important because it's based off the double top that was canceled. Then we break it down. I mean, for a false breakout, gave us a decent level-to-level move, but it wasn't good enough for a swing tradable move because Friday we recaptured it. So we got a false breakdown set up off that 141 level. Very important pivot level. So if we break it down again, I highly doubt the bulls are going to get lucky. We could get another double top situation from that 144 level, and this could be an M pattern playing out. I don't know. Those M and W patterns, guys, they be playing out. But it has to break down 141, and it definitely needs to break down 139 and 137, especially 137. If this is a true M pattern, it's got to break down at 137 to make it look more like an M pattern. Otherwise, this could be a higher low if we clear 144. Look to react, guys. Tesla. Oh my gosh, we had a beautiful trade with Tesla, guys. I wrote this on the Discord. This is for tier 1 members too. I got Tesla for tier 1 members. Oh yeah, okay, I wrote here on Friday. This was on Friday. For more upside, 257 and 258.5 must clear to put 260 and 262 plus in play. Holy moly, donut shop. Look at that. We did not break support. I mentioned, if 257 fails, 255 and lower in play. We didn't even break support. Look at that, guys. 255 held as support, and we broke out 257. We broke out 258.5. We broke. Oh my God! Look at all that. I told you guys about that Island reversal. Look at that island right there, guys. Look at that island right there. Gap down, created the island, big gap up. Remember the island reversal. This is how you call bottoms and stuff, guys, by knowing the patterns and the structures on what can tell you a top or a bottom is in. False breakouts, false breakdowns, evening star patterns, island reversal, stuff like that. It's all amazing, okay? So right now it's around 269.5. I do have the next critical resistance level at 271, okay? That's a fib level based on a previous pivot high back in July. If 269.5 can hold as support, 269 hold as support, 271 is a target, and if 271 clears, we're heading up a lot higher. Okay, above 271, we could head all the way back up to 279. Okay, 273, 275, and 277 en route first, but 271 would need to clear and 269 would need to hold. If we are going to pull back, support needs to drop, needs to fail as usual. 269, 264, 265.5, and 264. Okay, 269, 267, 265.5, and 264 all must fail to put 262, 260 or lower in play, possibly all the way back down to 257. All right, guys. IWM lost the 20 daily moving average for a few days last week. The 20 daily moving average was around 220.4 as of last week. We are around that area right now. Okay, we need to get above 220.5 to keep it safe, to get above the 20. We need to clear 222 to trust the recapture of the 20 daily moving average. All right, Uncle Charters will be bullish above 222. Below 220 and 218, I will be bearish. Okay, that's below the 20, and that's a breakdown of some more of my support levels, putting 216.7 and 215 in play. All right, definitely a possibility if we can keep it below 220. Right now, it's trying to get above the 20, and if it does, above 222, a higher low could possibly be in. Amazon. What is Amazon trying to do? It's at 189. I have a fib level at 187.8. So if it can stay above that, that'll be a good start for the bulls. Okay? 189 is also a support, but next resistance is at 190.5. If 190.5 clears, we'll likely head up to 193, and the bottom is in if we clear 193. All right, that's based on my down trend line. If we go to hit 193 and we reject, breaking out 190.5, 189, 187.8, that's bearish with 186 gap fill in play first, and then 183.7, and then a drop all the way down to 182 and 180 below. Look to react, guys. Add these levels to your charts. Apple is trying to clear, is battling this down trend line that I have here. All right, it's battling. It's around 231.5, and support. The other support is around 230 and 228.4. That's a fib level. Showed buying pressure recently. For this to be followed through, next resistance must clear at 233. 233 clears, 235, 237 or higher is in play. I think above 237 we'd go to new all-time highs. All right, I'm not trusting any bounce unless we can break down 231.5, 230, and especially 228.4, because that's a fib level and around where we got buying pressure. So if we break that down, that would be bearish, and we get lower lows down to 227 or lower. Netflix is such a volatile stock, amazing stock to trade if you have experience. Not very beginner friendly though, but if you got experience, it's definitely nice. I have support at 758 and 756. If these levels fail, 754, 752.7, that's a fib level, are in play first, and below 752.7 I would definitely be bearish, and we could possibly drop all the way back down to the mid 740s for me to trust any bounce right now. Okay, we need to get above 760. Clearing 760 will put 762, 764, and 765.75 in play. Above 765.75, a higher low could possibly be in, and we could be heading up to the 780s area. I know that's crazy, but it's Netflix. All right, look to react. Now, I'm going to cover McDonald's. It's election season, guys. Very important week coming up, guys. Very important week. I'm thinking a lot of volatilities is going to come with this whole presidential election stuff. But anyways, McDonald's. Yeah, we had a big profit taking, big profit taking. I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody was serving fries. Somebody didn't like it. They wanted to take profit. I don't know what's going on, but this is a weekly chart. It was a big gap down, and then it looks like McDonald's is trying to create an island right now. Is it an island or is it an exhaustion gap that's going to lead to more downside? Because I tell you, a lot of times exhaustion gaps, which is this beautiful looking gap down right here, they tend to put in tops. Okay, as of right now, it's around 295.6s. So I have resistant at 297 and 298.5, and of course at 300 with 302 and 304 above. If those levels recapture, like maybe we gap above those levels, maybe we can get an island reversal similar to Tesla. We do have earnings coming up, right? But if there is bearish follow through, it needs to break down the next support level. Okay, I have next support level at 294, 292.2, 291, and 289.7. If those levels fail, definitely more downside incoming, possibly back down to the lower 280s. But if we consolidate, guys, if we consolidate in some way somehow, we start gapping up. Remember what happened to Tesla. Remember the island reversal pattern, but also most importantly, remember the setups and price action principles. All right, above 302 point 302.5. We'll go 302.5. We got 304, 305.5, 307, all the way up to 310, and then the gap fill is all the way up at 314ish. So that would be a big move to the upside if we can clear that level or even get a gap up. All right, and keep in mind, earnings is coming. So be prepared for either situation. Okay? Thank you guys so much. This is a long pre-market video, but if you stuck by me and watched it, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And if you want more content from Uncle Charters, definitely join the Discord. This is the worst with an E price action analysis video on YouTube. Peace.